Welcome back to the High Elven back alley. Hanging out here with my guard bud, who I guess just stands out here all the time. Yeah, we have a handful of quests to turn in / pick up whatever in Stormwind, and a lot of them are over here. So I figured I would just start the episode right here. Oh, this person.
What brings you here?
Ah, you bring news from Lady Meldralis. Much appreciated, friend. I'm glad to know the diplomatic representative has made it that far through the mountains. I'm more than sure she will strengthen the bond. Is that someone from Ironforge? I already forget. I think so. Okay. So that might have been a breadcrumb. I don't remember. I feel like there are quite a few, you know, in and amongst all of the starter zones, and then, you know, they want dwarves who leveled up into Lochmadan to go to Stormwind, etc. So I think that's just a lot of what we're doing here. Shoni the Shylent.
Do you bring word from Central Command?
I guess so.
Noma Regan has fallen under the control of those dastardly trogs. The situation is grave, but perhaps you can help, adventurer. Deep in the Dead Mines is a functional goblin shredder. Find that shredder and bring back the intact power supply. With the shredder's power supply, we can give our gyro-drillmatic excavationators the power they need to break through the rocky underground borders of Noma Regan, opening the way for a gnomish assault. Off and away.
Okay, Dead Mines. Also, that voice got real quiet, or the music got loud, or both. I'm not sure.
You got my attention.
Ah, a request from one of the Stormpikes. That's a proud clan, full of quality dwarves. Rich ones too. Thank you, adventurer. I'll get to work on Mountaineer Stormpike's shield by the end of the day.
Off with you.
I guess we're not going to get a return trip. Okay, that's fine. Down to 14 now. I think the sound did, or the music did get louder. I think this song is also just really loud.
Well met.
Many of my friends perished that horrible day when the mine tunnel caved in.
On the ground.
We were deep in a...
Yes, we know. Sorry, we already heard that one. So yeah, a handful of Dead Mines quests. Yeah, we had 2 of those already. Yeah, I did quite a bit off screen too. I leveled, you know, first aid and leatherworking to however much stuff we had, and we actually just barely got first aid to 80, which is when wool cloth starts to we start to make wool bandages. So I don't think we're close to actually getting significant amounts of wool. It's weird that we had already gotten 1, but. Yeah, we're ready for that, and then I leveled leatherworking. Ooh, that was a hard one. And we have a couple of patterns ready to make that will actually help us. So, yeah, fine leather tunic and light leather pants, I think, are both upgrades for us. And I actually have the ingredients, like the cured light hide, fine thread, whatever. I have them in my inventory right now, because now we just need more light leather. I used up as much as I had to get to, I think 95 was required for this one or whatever. And then I didn't have any more to actually make the items. So soon enough, I think we will have the light leather, and I'll just make it on the spot since I'm bringing the other ingredients with me. But anyway, yeah, so what? Back to Westfall, right? Harvest golems. Oh, yeah, we need to go talk to this guy. Let's go do that before we leave. We need to go to Northshire Abbey, which is the level 1 area. The literal starting area for humans. Glad I looked. I had completely forgotten about that one. What is that? Was this something someone cast? I'm guessing it was. It wasn't some like crazy shooting star or something, right? Sorry guys, just cutting through your level 5 Defias camp here. Man, there's lots of you guys. Oh, what was that? I was looking at the, this banner here. What is that? It's definitely not the Alliance banner. I don't know if I've noticed that before. Is this the only place that exists? This little newbie area? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's interesting. So here it is. Here's where, if you start a human, you start right here, right where these characters are standing. This is your start. This was the start of probably most people's first time logging into World of Warcraft back in 2004. Right here. Okay, so where is this person? They are in here? No? Do we go up? I guess we go up. Brother Niels, all the way up in the rafters.
Hey there.
Oh, that's why you're here. It's been a long time since my Westfall days, but hopefully I can be of help. So you're here about the old church in Westfall, huh? Well, it's been a while since anyone has asked about such a thing. The cathedral inquired what happened, but nothing ended up coming of it. The crooks got away with what they did, and so I decided I would just retire to some peaceful corner, only to hear that they are now here in Northshire as well. Brother Niels lets out a soft sigh. I'll go over what happened when you're ready. It might be a bit. Okay, so we're gonna listen to his story.
Hello.
So what exactly happened? Where to begin? I traveled to Westfall and helped establish a church there. The locals were extremely friendly, religious folk themselves, and assisted in whatever manner they could. They and I both brought the community together, created strong bonds, and helped each other when we were able. There was trouble, though, between two families, the Molson and Easton. It was a land dispute of sorts that dated back a generation, caused by marriage problems between them. Nobody could agree on who owned what and which property belonged to who. The Molsons got it in their head that they would inherit the Easton estate. There was a young Molson in particular, Carver, who was a ruffian of a lad and got himself into all sorts of trouble. It was around this time that the thugs began to show up, and the young Molson, Carver, was quick to join them. The Defias threatened families to leave their land or lose their lives. Soon after, the Easton family was brutally butchered. Many other families simply left, not wanting to face similar fates. Fewer and fewer showed up to my church. I had a small following, but the Defias made their presence and their threats known. The day came when the Defias showed up at my door, beating me within inches of my life. I was stubborn, but not stubborn enough to die. So I left for Stormwind, where my tale continues now.
See you later. You need something?
So do you see what has happened and who's behind it all now? Now that you've heard my story, you can understand what has happened. If anyone is responsible for shutting down the church and the murder of the Easton family, my suspicions lay toward Carver Molson. He inherited that farmstead and was always greedy for more, even going so far as to join the Defias. Hopefully my information is relevant for you. Perhaps you can bring it to Brian Stoutmantle. He's in charge of the People's Militia there.
See you around.
Okay, well. More Defias issues, I guess, is the gist of the story, right? How do I get out of here? There we go. All right, let's get back.
What can I do for you?
So you found the priest who led the church. Has he said anything about what happened? Carver Molson. That is a familiar name. He leads various gangs and crews of thugs in the region. If the rumors and word from Brother Niels are correct, then he's no doubt in possession of the missing deeds for both the Molson and Easton plots. There's an insider within Stormwind named Larry Ryder who's given us some information on the Defias. Perhaps he knows information on how to find this Carver Molson. You can find him in Stormwind, usually skulking about the Pig and Whistle in Old Town. Oh my god, really? You're gonna make us go back to Stormwind now?
Need help? The band of wretches responsible for driving the good people of Westfall from the land call themselves...
Yep. Actually, we will take that one, because we might actually go to Lakeshire.
The band of wretches responsible for...
Okay, but we already heard that. We don't need to hear that again. Well, that's annoying. You're gonna send us right back to Stormwind immediately? Okay, well... I guess while we're here, before we do that, why don't we do a few quests? So... I know I complained about the intact animation rune. I mean, it is true. I wish I had known that that was gonna be a thing before we killed all those other Harvest Watchers, but I think it is worth doing that one. Since I'm pretty sure this was one of the quests that did not have voiceover, which means it's a new thing in Turtle. I'm guessing that means that it's a chain, like it's gonna keep going. And I mean, yeah, so like this one, like it doesn't have rewards or anything, so it's gonna keep going, right? So I feel like we should do it. Well, we got this warrior here killing everybody, all right. Definitely don't want to kill the lower level ones. They aren't worth much to us, but looks like we got some in this field. That's good. Very excited to see these massive ambush crits now. Oh, okay then. That felt good. Can't say I'm loving this drop rate right now. But these crits feel good. Oof, only 3 out of 10. Go check out the other field, see how it's doing. Looking pretty empty. That's weird. About to get some respawns, hopefully. It's cool to see all these little birds flying around too. They're just environmental. Oh, poor kebab slayer died here. Level 60 with an auctioneer and a level 17. Whoa. They all respawned all at once. Nice. With all those crits, man, it goes so fast. Guess we'll go check out the other field again. I don't know, just bounce back and forth. Yeah, we got some over here. Alright, we're getting there. Up to 8 now. Should I just kill some stuff for leather while we're standing around? Why not, right? Oh my god. About one-shotted this poor guy. That was the weirdest noise I've ever heard a coyote make. Figured that person running over there was going to take my watcher, but they didn't. Yeah, I think that's enough leather to make at least one of the two items. Maybe not both. Oh, I forgot to eat my blood sausage. Give me a little bonus. Oh well. But yeah, if anything, I want to know what these things are and why they're here. Like, I mean, the quest is called the Harvest Golem Mystery, so hopefully that's what we're gonna learn. That doesn't make any sense to me. That other quest just said something like, then the Harvest Golems showed up. It's like, oh, okay, from where? Why? Alright, we're getting there. No. Oh. I wanted to tag it first. Take out this leather too. Nice, we got it. Excuse me, you gonna take that? I was gonna say I saw her loot it. Alright, we did that one. Does that... Yeah, that goes back to Sentinel Hill. Okay. And then we gotta kill... Oh, the simple compass. Was that pillagers and looters? I feel like it was, wasn't it? Oops. I meant to run. I wonder if this this marker, I mean, it's just inaccurate at best, and just doesn't show everywhere that those particular NPCs are. I would think. So like, yeah, they're here, but they're also like, you know, here and here and here, you know, I don't know, whatever. I'm sure they're a lot more widespread than that, and I'm 80% sure that pillagers and looters are what were at the location where the compass was, so. Wow, gore tusk in the graveyard, that's weird. Okay, please give me some more quests.
How are you?
Don't want this to be wasted. Good job. And all of them are of extraordinary quality too. I didn't think that you could do it, to be fair. The last adventurer helping me, let's just say he got harvested, if you know what I mean. It's great to finally have someone who knows what they're doing. So would you want to help me once more? I need something else to be done, and I cannot leave Sentinel Hill for now. You know, I'm waiting for a shipment of supplies from Redridge, and it could arrive any moment. I knew you wouldn't pass another opportunity to earn some coin. Ever been to Stormwind City? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you have. In the northern part of the city, there's a district inhabited mostly by non-humans. Dwarves, gnomes, even high elves lately. One of my dear friends, a gnomish engineer with a lovely name, Lilium, lives there. I need you to tell him that Hewin sent you. He will give you a paper, a blueprint even. You know what a blueprint is? Good. So take the blueprint, come back to me, and I'll pay you. Easy enough. Good luck.
Safe travel.
Okay.
Need something?
Sure, I can go get a blueprint.
See you around.
And that's two things I need to go to Stormwind for now, so that's, that works out. Okay, so one here and one here. Great. But far more important than that, oh yeah, we can barely just make the pants. Actually, I think the tunic is actually more important to do first. Because I feel like this was like literally the first green item we got. We made this way back with leatherworking. And I think our pants are better. In fact, yeah, we just got those pretty recently, so. Oh, we need to put some, what's the thing called? Reinforced leather? Whatever it's called, yeah, we need to put that on our fine leather tunic, yeah. Yes, we need to put it on our gloves and now on our new chest as well. Nice. So much better. And then, yeah, soon enough, we just need a couple more leather and we can make our pants too. Nice.
What can I do for you?
Well, I guess we're gonna head back to Stormwind to turn in a couple of quests, and
Where are you going?
yeah, I'll take
Well,
off
if you're
and then
looking to get there quickly, then look no further.
yeah, I'll see you there.